Hello everyone, this is Ashley Garner with Ashley B. Garner and Associates Real Estate Professionals at Intracoastal Realty in Wilmington, North Carolina. Today we're going to talk about, from the perspective of a buyer, now you're under contract. So congratulations, you found the house that you love and we've negotiated a successful contract and it's official. Now we've got to go through the process to get you to the closing so that you own the house and you can move in. So the reason we're doing a video on this is there are a lot of things to do in this time period between the contract and the closing. And there are some deadlines in the middle there that if you miss can be very detrimental. So you've come to us as a real estate professional and said, you know, guys, help me buy this house. So I'm going to explain the process a little bit to you. And this is just an overview here in 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. There's a lot to do, but let's get started on that. So the first thing I want to mention is that by the time that we have taken you out to see a house, you need to already have your lender decision made. You've identified the lender, you've talked with them, you've made application, and that is no longer an issue. You've made that decision. That's really, really important, and we've covered that in other videos. So let's assume that you've already have your lender. Now, the first thing that we'll do after we get you under contract is our team will send you an email asking you for some decisions. And those decisions are going to be, we want you to pick a closing attorney. We want you to pick an inspector. And an inspector can be a home inspector, a termite inspector, or any other specific inspectors we might need. For example, if there's a septic tank, we might need a special inspector for that. We want you to pick a surveyor. Obtaining a survey on a piece of property is really the only way to know exactly what you get. You know, unless you see those flags in the ground and the official map from the surveyor, you don't know exactly where the boundaries are, if there's any encroachments, things like that. And then of course you need to have your insurance agent picked and in place. And all these things work together, and so it's important. Let's go back up to the attorney. What the attorney is going to do for you, they're going to do the title search. They're going to work with the lender to prepare all of the documents, and they're going to handle the actual closing. The closing is this event that happens at the end of the process where you sit down at the table with the attorney and he walks you through all the documents, all the numbers. You're satisfied, you sign lots of papers, and it's over. Then they record the deed, and now you're the owner of the house. Now, the due diligence period is the main deadline here. And we've talked about this in other videos, but just to recap, it's the period between the day of the contract and whatever term date we negotiate in the contract. So say you have 30 days as a due diligence period, and we've got to get all this stuff done in 30 days. You've got to pick these immediately because these people have lots of work to do. And in fact, now that the housing market is improving, people like inspectors and surveyors are very busy. So it may take them 2 weeks to get to your house. So, you know, we've already used up, say, 14 of those 30 days before you even have an inspection. Then we've got to get their report back. Then you and I have to review it and decide if we're going to ask for any repairs. Then we've got to turn around and go negotiate with the seller, see if they're going to do any repairs that you've requested. So you see how long this stuff takes. You know, somebody might be on vacation, somebody might be sick. So we've got to leave time for all of these things to happen. The other thing that we handle are, you know, we handle any of the issues. So issues could come up in lots of different places. Survey may show there's an encroachment, and now we have to go and handle that. The loan may come up and there's a problem with the appraisal, and so now we've got to go handle that. There may be a problem with the underwriting and the loan. Yeah, who knows? It's just what it is. I'm trying to make the point to you that in order to handle this process effectively, you have to have a strong buyer representative handling you and a strong team behind them, because there's a lot to do, and you have to listen to our advice because we go through this every day, and we do this because it's in your best interest. So congratulations, because you're under contract on the house, and we're going to lead you through the rest of this process. There's a lot more to it, and of course we go over this with you in your personal interview with us. If you have any questions, please give us a call, 910-409-0861. And until next time, this is Ashley.